Hi, everybody, and thank you for joining me again this evening. I genuinely apologize to everybody. I haven't been online the past 2 days. I've had some serious side effects to some of my pain medicine. As many of you know, I am a pain patient. They haven't figured it out quite yet, but I was in the hospital last night on a heart monitor, and I'm going to another doctor tomorrow. So let me get right to the reading for this evening. Okay. Going back to the part 2 days ago where I was speaking about having dinner with Mr. Nikolai Senovich, the Deputy Prime Minister under Slobodan Milosevic, after meeting him for dinner at the Pekin House, he offered to drive me up to the rest area where we stopped and we chatted for about 3 or 4 hours in this fancy brown Jaguar. I had never really been in a Jaguar previously, and it drove really smooth. Nikolai and I spent several hours just chatting about Serbia and the illegal NATO actions undertaken against Serbia. And when we commenced, he drove me. After we commenced, he drove me back to my car, which was waiting at the Pekin House Chinese restaurant. And at that point, we decided that we would meet again for lunch in about a week. And he said he'd give me a call soon, which he did. At that time, a few weeks later, I was attending Montclair State University for one semester that summer, so when Nicola called me in about a week for lunch, I recommended that we meet at about 4 p.m. After or before my class at the Six Brothers Diner in Route 46 in Totowa, 46 East. I remember that we were sitting there and we were having a lunch, and Nicola was, very much the diplomat. He held his fork a certain way, his knife. I wasn't like that at all, and I said to him, I said, Nicola, I really like talking to you, but why do you bother even meeting with someone like me? I'm really nobody, and he said, quote, Jill, I come to talk to you because I can trust you. And he exactly said, quote, I can let down my hair with you, so to speak. I can be with you and talk about what I want to and not worry that you're going to wiretap me, stab me in the back, or do something like this. And I enjoy your company. I thanked him for his compliment and the company, and he told me that his daughter had lived in Tarrytown, New York, which made sense because on the back of his license plate there was a Tarrytown frame on it of some nature. When we parted that day, he said he was headed back to Tarrytown, and this is where he was going from there. He gave me his business card, and it had his name on it at that meeting. And I forget the business that's listed, but it might have just said Prime Minister, but I think it said something else politically related to his architectural business, because one of the things me and Mr. Senovich discussed in great detail, he was very, very proud, and he brought his architecture portfolio, and he was doing a lot of work. He did a schoolyard in New York City. He did some layout for some things in Germany, some buildings, and he was very interested in what I thought about his new, spatial conceptions on a building could be expanded and the rooms could be changed at any given time to fit new needs by interchanging walls and spaces and pulling up things from the floor and moving around things. And I thought it was fantastic. It was actually a very ingenious idea, and I would have even wanted to go in to be partners in some way. If I had money, I would have invested, because he really is an architectural genius. He gave me some pictures signed to take home with me. I don't have them anymore, but the card said Assos or something. I saw it online again. Affiliated with him, and I think it was some German architecture, Greek business architecture. Like I said, it was very ingenious. Anyway, I took his business card and then it bore his name on it. It was Nicholas Senovich. Whomever I did meet, I said that when I wrote the book, but now looking at the pictures of him in the head, it's unmistakable. It was Mr. Senovich. That gave me the photos and showed me his portfolios of their new ideas in the space-saving architecture. And additionally, he gave me some photos of their work and a business card for what I can remember as German Passos Company, spelled Passos. It had to be him. we actually had a great chat about what I thought about his new architectural ideas, and I loved them all. And I told Nikolai I believed he'd be extremely successful in his new architectural endeavors. And I think we may have had one or two lunches after that, and then we never saw each other again. Apart now because I'm not feeling very well, and I hope to have another reading for you all tomorrow evening. Thanks for joining me, and I hope you enjoyed it. Good night.